The desire to be loved is a fundamental human longing, not just for affection, but for recognition, safety, and the meaning in someone else's presence. It's not always about romance. Sometimes it's about wanting someone to choose you, to stay, and to understand the parts of you even you can't explain. From the moment we are born, we are wired for connection. Babies cry for comfort, teenagers search for belonging, adults long for connection, and old souls hope not to be forgotten. That need never really disappears, it just changes form. Love validates our existence. Being loved tells us you matter to someone. It's a way of being told you are not just an NPC drifting through life. The world of anime and manga isn't stranger to this desire. Characters like Shinji from Evangelion or Rei from Wonder Egg Priority don't just want to be loved, they want proof they exist. They fear that no one will ever truly want them as they are. So, to seek validation, we spend our lives trying to be better, smarter, stronger, more attractive, more accomplished. We chase success, not for ourselves, but as a way to be seen, to be validated, to prove that we matter, that our existence isn't just a noise in the background. Because deep down, there's this fear: what if being myself isn't enough? What if no one will ever love me unless I become someone else? So we spend our days trying to become someone worthy of love, worthy of staying, worthy of being held and told, I see you, you exist, and you're enough. But it never feels enough, does it? The compliment fades, the applause quiets, and you're left alone, still wondering why you feel so empty. In Downfall, Inno Asano paints that ache in raw, brutal ink. The main character, Kaoru Fukazawa, is a successful manga artist. He had it all: fame, success, love, and recognition. He should have been happy, right? But instead, his marriage is cold, his creativity has withered, and his days blur into self loathing. He didn't want fans, he wanted affection. He didn't want money, he wanted meaning. He wanted someone to love him, not for what he created, but for who he was. So, he doesn't turn to love, he turns to a sex worker. Not out of lust, but because he wants to feel wanted. Not love, not admire, just needed by someone, even if he has to pay for it. Because in the end, it's a mirror held up to the world itself, where love often isn't the selfless, unconditional thing we pretend it is, where affection can feel like a negotiation and connection is measured in what you can offer in return. People like to dress love up in poetry, but Inyo Asano strips it bare. Love is rarely pure, it's a trade. Attention for validation, company for comfort, desire for distraction. Love without condition is just a comforting myth. And deep down, he reminds us of something we can't bear to admit.
自分殴ったことありますよ。
If you ever stayed up wondering if anyone would care if you disappear, if you have ever laughed in a room full of people and still felt alone, you're not needy, you're human. The desire to be loved isn't a weakness. It's one of the last things that proves you still have a heart that hasn't fully given up yet. We don't always want love. Sometimes we just want to be chosen, to be told, you matter, I see you, I'm not going to leave you, even if it's a lie.